next item is a bit different. It's actually a message or speech from our guest of honor who's here today, Dr. Daya. He was a Dean of Pharmacy at Rhodes University, and he's going to come say just a few words about tonight and give us a genuinely good message. So please give a round of applause to Dr. Daya, who's coming up the stairs today.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I guess some of you don't know me, but what I want you to know is that I'm here tonight. I traveled down from the Caribbean to be at this show. And in the Caribbean, when we really like something, when we're crazy about something, we say, yeah, man. So I got used to saying that. So I want you to join, make me feel at home and say, yeah, man. That's the stuff. Okay. So on a serious note, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the students of the Hindu Student Society for giving me this opportunity to address you. Now, I'm a little hesitant to tell you, but I think I've already told you that I'm a professor, because wherever, I'm called up to speak and they say professor, everybody goes, ooh, professors are so boring. They overload you with information, they expect you to remember it, and then they test you on it. So I will keep it short tonight. In fact, before I left on my trip, I gave a lecture, and so happens our campus is situated on the beach on one of the Caribbean islands, and the students, they cannot wait to get out of the lecture room, so they take their breaks on the beach. So I was giving this very serious lecture in biochemistry and showing them these molecules, and I was so excited and showed them how they convert, and the class was silent. And this American student had his hand up and said, yes, question. And he says, sir, do you mind if I am excused for the rest of this lecture? I said, yeah. I said, feel free to do what you want, you can leave. I said, but when you leave, don't disturb those students that are sleeping. Okay, so I want to tell you a little secret. On January 2nd, it will be my 40th, no, not birthday, I'm not that old. It will be my 40th anniversary of working in academia. Okay? I joined Rhodes University on January 2nd in 1977. Okay? People look at me at Pick and Pay and say, are you still around? I said, yeah, man. Hey, there's still another 20 years to go, right? Yeah, so the reason I say that 40 years ago is that those days Rhodes was very different, things were different. And I did a lot of my studying part-time or working. And the HSS was formed during those early years. And I've been associated with the Student Society from the very first inception. And then we had dynamic people like Mike Naidu, etc., who decided on having a show, and I must congratulate the students. They've kept up the tradition and have held these magnificent shows from year to year. So I spent about 32 years teaching, and then I decided, well, I need to spread my wings, so I applied around and I got a job at Ross University School of Medicine in the Bahamas. So I went to the Bahamas, and wow, beautiful white sandy beaches and turquoise waters, and sailing on the weekends, and it was a very challenging experience, but beautiful. I worked very hard. It was hard work, yeah. So after 5 years, the company, DeVry Medical International, they moved me to a little island deep into the Caribbean called Dominica, not Dominican Republic, okay? The Dominica is a beautiful nature island, just, fruit grows there, you can pick as much fruit as you want, beautiful waterfalls, but it's a volcanic island, so the sand is like charcoal, so it's very different, but our campus is on the beach, and there's lots of beach parties, and I don't go to those. Yeah, so Yeah, so over these 40 years, I've seen, teaching has changed so much. I love the feeling of chalk and a board and students, and, I was able to effectively communicate and teach students. But now I have to teach using a thing called PowerPoint, where I don't have to, I gave a lecture on the molecular genetics of cancer the other day. I didn't know much about it, but I was able to put everything on PowerPoint and read it off the slides. But I still think I think the essence of a good teacher that I discovered over 40 years is that you must be able to take some chalk, a board, a student, and get an ordinary mind to do extraordinary things. And I think each of you can do that. And every time I come back to South Africa, people say, oh, standards are dropping, it's not the same. I say, no. Your standards at universities have not dropped. The problem is that the volume of information is expanding as fast as the universe is expanding. Your professors cannot give you all of that information. So you need to take ownership, find those gaps that they haven't covered, and look up that information, and you'll walk out of here with a solid degree that's internationally competitive. You need to take ownership. Your degree in South Africa is worth as much as an American degree, I can assure you that. I made it, you can do the same, right? So you need to take ownership of your degree and make a success of it, right? It's not difficult to do that. And remember, take an ordinary mind and make it do extraordinary things. And you can all do that. And once you graduate from here, there's several bursaries and scholarships waiting for your application. Make use of that. Spread your wings, right? So finally, I just want to briefly tell you that during my years at Rhodes, I started a brain research lab and put through several PhD students. And my theme of my research was memory, losing your memory, brain aging, and stress in the brain. So I can't give you all of that information, but I can tell you that all of that research over 32 years, I can sum that up as follows. We looked at the damaging effects of stress on the brain, and to sum that up, I want to say this. If you are the type of person that treats every day as an emergency, you're going to pay the price. So, what do you do about that? You party, you chill, relax, and make sure there's some time to study. Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
से बहुत दूर गलत और सही के